off with roll call. Sharon?
Okay, Kathy Boozman. Christina Berner.
Here.
Judge Dale James.
Here.
David Ware.
Here.
Ebony Mitchell.
Here.
Jan Zimmerman. Dr. Ken Warden. Joel Lynch.
Here.
Marty Ryle.
Here.
Mayor McCormick. Out. Sherry Jones.
Here.
Shay Lewis.
Here.
Colonel Travis Beeson.
Here.
Tanya Means. Valerie Lawson.
All right. Thank you for that. We officially have a quorum. Close today, but we got it. So that's all that matters. So with that said, looking for approval of today's agenda.
We approve the agenda.
Second. Got a motion and a second. Judge James and Colonel Beeson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. All right, in the packet too, or your email also included the minutes from the September meeting. Any corrections or additions to that?
Just a discussion. I went through these minutes because I was just bound and determined to find something because they're always so good. They're perfect. Good job.
Good.
Good job.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to say, if you found something, I know Marty reviewed them, just double checked them yesterday too to make sure.
It's not right for something to be that consistently perfect month after month. There's always a typo somewhere. They're just never.
Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. Or Sharon, did you do them last time or did Kelly
I
do
did.
them? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, we appreciate that record. So, all right. Need a motion and a second to accept those.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second by Dr. Ware. All in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, that motion carries as
Who
well.
did the first? Sorry.
It was Judge James.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to jump right into our business and talk about the America 250 update. Let's see, I've got some notes here. Let's see, we were going to talk about the.
Yes. I got a couple of things.
You got a couple things?
Yeah. So the America Story Airstream trailer came through Arkansas. They're traveling to all 50 states. We were the 5th stop. Here in Little Rock, they stopped at the old State House Museum. Shay and I were over there to welcome them, and they captured some stories there. Then they traveled to Bentonville and captured, spent a couple of days up in Bentonville on the Walmart campus. And so I understand they got some great stories and talked to some quality Arkansas, or got some quality Arkansas stories. So it was a good item.
It was a very high-tech production service that they have. I mean, all the cameras and the equipment, it's going to be really quiet. They have already released some of the videos out there, right? Some
From the previous stops.
From previous
Yes.
stops that you can see online as well, to kind of get an idea of what the work is. So,
And then tomorrow, if you remember last year, America 250 did America's Field Trip, which is for 3rd grade through 12th grade. It's an essay contest and art contest. Tomorrow, October 15th, that will launch for the latest one that'll run through March 30th. And that's something that we'll want to promote and get Arkansas students get involved in, but it's for an original artwork or an essay, and the winners will receive a unique field trip across America. And if you recall, we submitted a proposal for Arkansas to host one of the field trips, a unique visit to the Arkansas Crater of Diamonds State Park. Now, we don't know, we have not been notified that we weren't selected, and we haven't been notified that we were selected. So tomorrow when they reveal, or they announce on October 15th, so we'll make sure we watch that and see if Arkansas's field trip was chosen. But regardless, we do want to obviously promote that and get as many Arkansans as we can to participate. There's going to be 250 winners this year that will be chosen. And so that's a great program that we can participate in.
Yeah. The America 250 Commission also hosted another monthly meeting. During that meeting, they gave update to America's field trip, talked about the convening that had taken place. Was there anything else from that meeting that we need? I don't think there was much else.
David, anything else you can think of?
Not really.
Nothing significant updates to it. We have, to this point in time, we still have not received an update associated with the America's State Fair. Information from the White House is supposed to be coming out soon. We haven't heard specific direction on that yet. Our tourism division is kind of just in a holding pattern, ready to be responsive to that as soon as we get the details of what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
So.
We know it'll be the week before the 4th and the week after the 4th, on the mall in DC. And that's about all the guidance
that we know at this point in time.
You need it for shifts.
Well, at some point, yes.
At some point, absolutely.
At some point, yes, but we just don't know exactly what it's going to look like at this point in time. So we're waiting on those details for us out there. So, all right. Anything else on the America or kind of the overall update? All right, David, update on the America's Potluck.
All right.
Concept.
When I went to the national convening summer before last, I met a couple members of the Utah delegation, including Nicole Handy, who's chair of our equivalent out in Utah. And they had spitballed an idea. Basically, what if all America had potlucks? The idea was get people together, get neighborhoods together, get towns together by sharing food and conversation. And the idea was to have it not on the 4th of July, rather on the 5th of July, 2026. Why the 5th of July? Non-competition. No fireworks, no parades, no flag waving on a Sunday. Most people, even though today more people work on Sundays than probably should, that's still a day when many people have a day off. It's a day that's been churches, spend with families. Therefore, there's the possibility of there being free time for neighborhoods to come together. And I said, keep me informed about this. And they did. And so I've been in the loop ever since. It's a low-key idea that the Utah 250 Commission has been promoting. We had a nationwide Zoom meeting here a few weeks ago where it's clear that people like this idea. It's being kind of kept under wraps because rather than working this and getting the word out a year in advance, this is something where they don't want to simply get people used to seeing it and forgetting it. The event is scheduled for July 5th, 2026. The place, distributed. This is the ultimate grassroots semi-quincentennial activity. Neighborhoods, church halls, softball fields. Mayor McCormick, I wish you were here because this could be a perfect tie-in for a town ball game. And potluck afterwards. Because Lord knows we don't want to get the players slow by feeding them too much potato salad before. The big idea that the Utah committee has been pushing, this is an opportunity for neighbors to join with one another to contribute to and share a communal meal, creating a sense of connection and belonging, making a good opportunity to make connections with neighbors, close and distant from all walks of life. They put together a very short promotional video that is up on their America's Potluck website. Zach, could you cue that, please? That's the message, simple and direct. They, as you can tell, they have a website. You know, what event is complete without a website? You go to it, there's not a lot. There's a couple of promotional things you can download, a nice looking logo. But the idea is to spread the word grassroots, towns, community organizations. They're making participation very easy. They're asking the other states' commissions, there's 35 signed on so far, to partner with this by designating July 5th as a day to have neighborhood community gatherings. Come up with somebody to be a point of contact, to join in planning calls for the national event, agreeing to have your state listed as a participating partner on the americaspotluck.org site, and then finding a way to host at least one potluck event in the state. They have some modest corporate, at least support, not money. The Utah Commission has been very careful to not become beholden to any particular corporation. Benny Keith or Green Giant or Kraft Foods, they're not going to take over this thing. America's Test Kitchen, I won't call it an entertainment conglomerate, cooking show, but they had talked about coming up with a list, sort of a list of America's potluck recipes, like a favorite recipe from every state, which makes me think, gee, the Food Hall of Fame would be a natural group to tie in with this. Give them something to do other than going to restaurant after restaurant across the state. But at any rate, this is low involvement, low commitment. Interestingly enough, another one of the groups that's backing is the junior leagues of the United States, as well as a bunch of nonpartisan, not-for-profits, some faith-based, some not, that promote civic dialogue, civil discourse. I spoke several weeks ago with Nicole, and I spoke again with her this morning, and she was delighted that I was going to talk about this with you guys today. She pointed out that there are some states are tying this specifically to departments or agencies. In Kansas, the America's Potluck movement is collaborating with From the Land of Kansas, selling boxes of Kansas-made products in June that will be focused on preparing them for the potluck. Several states are looking to connect potluck organizing to publicizing the needs of local food banks across the state. Arizona is taking the lead in this. Florida is pushing this through their Main Street program. Who knew? The thing is that there are all sorts of possible connections through community baseball or softball games. The idea of creating a statewide potluck photo spread. On July 6th, pictures that people send in the day before, they go broadcast. It may sound a little hokey, it may sound a little corny, but this is something that gives communities that don't have a heck of a lot of resources or don't have a tradition of big blowouts on the 4th of July. This gives them something we can offer them, hey, be part of this. Utah is starting to really roll out their promotion for this probably mid-spring, April, because they didn't want to get it going too early and then have people just sort of shut it into the background. So we have time to publicize this, and they would love to have us on board. This is no or very, very low commitment, and as somebody who likes to eat, and somebody who is a connoisseur of various kinds of potato salad, hey, honesty rules here. I think quite honestly, this is the best America 250 activity that I've heard of, because it's open to anybody. And it doesn't take much to give people a good excuse to sit down and share some food. So if any of you have questions, I'll try to answer them, or I'll get back to you with this.
Sounds like a pretty simple thing for us to help facilitate and be a part of without
Yeah, I mean, there's 35 states participating and it's something that, I mean, it's July 5th is a Sunday. It's the day after the 4th of July and a lot of communities come together and.
I could see churches doing it on a
Absolutely.
Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, if the commission needs a point person to be the contact, I think we have one.
Nicole has it on speed dial.
It'd be cool to, since Arkansas is #1 in food insecurity, I think it'd be a really good tie. I think the governor would really like it. And I think it'd be easy to partner with the food banks. I think there's 6 or 7 throughout the entire state of Arkansas, all under Feeding America. So I think that'd be an easy tie-in. And they love doing that stuff anyway. And July is not a month that people think to give to local food banks. So it might be a good, push for the development offices of the food banks. And it'd be really cool. And if, the governor put out a video or a statement or something, it'd be awesome.
That's a great idea. I love
If she puts up some tables on the front plaza of the governor's mansion.
And the food bank would help do that too. The Arkansas Food Bank here in the Northwest, and then down in Texarkana, over in Russellville, like, all of those Northeast.
No,
I was thinking
our commission expires on July 5th. Maybe that would be a nice little wrap up for us.
Our parting shot.
Yeah, our commission does expire on July 5th, but I mean, we're gonna still, our museum exhibit runs through the end of the year. We still may be putting out markers through after that. So there'll still be activities going on through the year, even though we won't have any formal function, but.
Yeah. I was thinking about the agricultural tie to this, and Arkansas is #1 rice producing state in the nation. Is that we could get Riceland to producers to help all of them
Like
jump
on
in.
Rice Day.
Like on Rice Day, and use this as a connection and bring rice dishes to the potlucks and things.
Oddly enough, I've developed a couple of contacts in the ag department. They've asked me to MC their Century Farms program
Oh,
in
nice.
December. What, do I look like an ancient farmer or what?
So we need I'll make a formal motion that we participate in the program.
And David is the point guy.
And David serve as a point person.
Let me just throw this out there. As somebody who's gone to various family reunions where you had to watch who brought what, what is going to be what's our liability if there's a food poisoning outbreak?
Yeah, I mean, I think our place is more about the promotion of it and encourage churches and groups to do these.
We're not sponsoring this. We're encouraging this to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Colonel, I was planning on bringing some bad food to our potluck.
Yes.
Having fun with
Well, I work at a food pantry and we make people aware that we're not liable if they get bad food. That's my concern here.
We're encouraging other groups to come together and put on a potluck.
Yeah.
And, I think we're okay.
Potluck with an attended baseball game. Make Mayor McCormick proud.
Yeah. All right, so Marty's got a motion on the table here. Need a second?
I'll second.
Second, Judge James. All right, any other discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, David, we'll let you continue to lead the effort on this, and we'll work with the communications team on what we can do to promote this. I know Danielle's back there can help with this too, but I do like the Food Hall of Fame kind of connection. The Main Street's another possibility that we could work with, but I really like the food. I know one of the governor's priorities is food insecurity and concerns around that across our state, and it's an opportunity to maybe use this as a bridge there too. Yeah, very good. I will say, not technically on the agenda, there's another grassroots movement that's going on, much to as David presented. that is also kind of really, and they're holding off on really kicking it off until kind of that same time of year as well, of getting communities to have a formal reading of the Declaration of Independence. I think on July 5th as well. I think it's July 5th as well. So they've emailed us and said more information to follow, but just to let us know that that's coming, to try to incorporate formal readings of the Declaration of Independence at events and things like that too. So again, a very simple thing for us to support when that comes along, and to reinforce that out there too. So, all right, Marty, you're up next with the Veterans Day, which is November 11th.
Tuesday, November 11th.
Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, and an event.
Yes, I'm very excited about how this is coming together. So as y'all know, we've as a commission, we've selected 11 sites around the state to have a historical Arkansas 250 historical marker. And the first one is going to be unveiled in Bauxite on November 11th, which is Veterans Day. Bauxite, of course, supplied 95% of the aluminum ore for World War II, one of the military aircraft. And I want to, Trevor Belines is the communications director for the Saline County state government or county government over there. And he's put together a Saline County 250 group that is really, they're fantastic. I've been over there twice and met with them, and they have really taken the ball on helping organize this. And my biggest concern is they're setting the bar so high for unveiling this marker that we will never live up to it when we unveil the rest of them. But they've created, I want to pass this around, they've created this flyer that they have that they're promoting the unveiling of this marker on November 11th. It's going to be at 9:30 in the morning on the 11th. And here's what they have right now. The Benton High School ROTC is going to provide the color guard. The Bryant High School Choir is going to sing the national anthem. The Bauxite High School Band will perform a patriotic medley. Local Quilts of Valor Group will present 2 quilts to 2 Saline County veterans, both from Bauxite. Dwayne Page, retired colonel, will speak. Bauxite High School will live stream the event by YouTube. Local Daughters of the American Revolution have organized a reception that will follow the event. The Saline County Library is creating social media graphics that they're going to use. The Saline County Veteran Service Office is going to provide flags for the ceremony. And all Saline County school districts have been made aware of the event and are planning to send students to the ceremony and throughout the day to the museum. And also the event will be live streamed in the classrooms. And of course, when we do, we'll put together the agenda, and of course, we'll obviously it'll be our ceremony as far as Shay is the chairman and the unveiling of the marker. But just combining this as a Veterans Day event with the county and the unveiling of the marker, I mean, this is really going to be I think a really nice event to kick off our marker program.
So we hope, obviously, as many commissioners as possible to be there. And we did check with the governor's office. She's committed that day and unable to attend. But
one thing we need to discuss. So Tuesday, of course, this commission meets the second Tuesday of the month. Tuesday, November 11th is the second Tuesday of the month. But we've talked about this internally, and originally we had thought about having our commission meeting that same day. But being Veterans Day, being a state holiday, we feel like it's probably disrespectful to have an official state meeting on a day of remembrance for veterans. And so I hate for us to get, I mean, we got a lot of things going on. We still need some, waiting on guidance on our big event and those kind of things. So I don't know what the will of the committee would be. Maybe have a Zoom meeting for November on
the next week.
Later in that week or whatever works for y'all's schedule. So we don't have to meet on a regular meeting day, which is a holiday. What do y'all, any thoughts on that?
How about just on the 12th?
The day after?
The day after.
Y'all wanna look at your calendars and,
Yeah.
And then we have the 13th that we go back to Bentonville, right?
Yeah.
It's a busy week.
but what's in Bentonville?
Is Bentonville one of the committee trips? Okay.
Yes, our group. And Marty, I did include you on that text.
Oh, is that what, okay, is that what that was about?
We're not
I
going
didn't-
to Hawaii. People, we're going to Bentonville.
I got you.
Next time we'll go to Hawaii.
Yeah, that's,
I can't make it that far. We're going to have to get another plane.
12?
well, possible. I need to see what this, yeah, but it looks possible. We can send out an email with, propose a few dates and make sure, because we got a lot of folks missing today too.
That's true.
Yeah, make sure.
Yeah, why don't we just, yeah, okay, it's a good idea.
But we want to honor the holiday and not look at business on that day, so. All right, and then we need to get just an email out to everybody, official invitation to the commission as well for this, and now that we've got this promotional flyer, but Saline County also has their own 250 logo as well, so I noticed that with their county in there, so kind of mimics ours a little bit, but that's good to see, so.
They have embraced 250 wholeheartedly. It's impressive what they've done.
Yeah, they're doing some good things, so, good things. Yep. But has the outreach committee met with Saline County? Have y'all?
Not as a committee, I've talked to Trevor a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not as official,
I mean,
gotcha.
I've been to 2 of their meetings and updated them on what we got going on.
They don't need us.
That's good, that's good. I just,
Impressed.
yeah,
They got it going on.
well, and this will be a good opportunity to encourage them too and kind of keep them going there. Yeah, they've got some good things going there, so that's great. All right, Marty, keep the business going with the art
Okay, so-
contest update here.
Art contest, as you know, we've in the submission period right now of artists that can submit their proposals to be the official painting of the Arkansas 250 Commission. That deadline is November 1. And then we have the 6-panel commission that will meet and go through all the submissions and come up with not a set number, but 3, 4, 5 of the better ones that they select that will go to the full commission, which the timing of it would be the December meeting. So at our December meeting, this commission would look at the finalists and select the winning artwork. And then the artist would have through March, I think March is the deadline to finish and complete the artwork at that point. So that's the timeline. So that's coming along nicely, and we're out there right now. Our communications team and Arkansas Arts Council is promoting it and got a big push on to get as many folks as possible to participate in this contest. But November 1's a deadline, and the goal is, I mean, we plan to, at our December meeting, be able to select the winning artwork.
If you know of any artists, just personally or in your communities, share that social media post with them and encourage them to complete.
Yeah, and
Or if you have a local art center or
Art
gallery, arts council that's in your communities, we share it with them as well to get the word out.
you can go to the Arkansas Art Council webpage. It's got all the information on there, and also on there's a link on our Arkansas 250 webpage as well.
Good opportunity for someone. All right, any follow-up questions to those topics or? All right, let's go to committee reports, Judge.
This may take a minute.
Yeah. Good.
So in going around the state and talking to the different communities, and we've been into a lot of them just even since just last month, Arkansas is really blessed with just a lot of really good people. And the more we come into contact with, the deeper love that we find for the state and for our nation and for its patriotic heritage. I'm just so excited to be a part of Arkansas 250, to get to see the excitement in these communities as we travel around. We have had a very busy and productive month, and we have an announcement to make today that I think is very exciting. So on September 18th, Ebony Mitchell and I addressed the Boone County leadership team who is meeting in Little Rock here at the Museum of Fine Arts. And we had a fantastic conversation with that team. They were very engaged in Arkansas 250, as well as all things Arkansas and Arkansas growth related. They're just a young, energetic bunch of go-getters who are excited about Arkansas 250. And I know that that's Ebony's tribe, being from her home county. So it was perfect. On September 23rd, Ebony and I also addressed the White River Planning and Development District in Batesville. We were able to talk to the judges and mayors of the district, which led us to a meeting in Searcy that we will discuss here in a moment. On September 25th, Marty Ryle, Jen Zimmerman, Mayor McCormick, Colonel Beeson, and Colonel Lynch, Whitney Bullerwell, and I enjoyed a great conversation in Fort Smith. The community of Mulberry was also present, and they're geared up to be a hub for Arkansas 250. On September 30th, Marty Ryle, Ebony Mitchell, Valerie Lawson, Christina Berner, Mayor McCormick, Colonel Beeson, Colonel Lynch, Whitney Bullerwell, and I visited with Hot Springs. And it was during the discussion there that we came up with an exciting event for Arkansas 250, and I'll come back to that in a moment. On October 6th, Jen Zimmerman and I were invited to speak with the city of Searcy. And we really didn't know what we were going to expect. We thought it was going to be a very small, just a one-on-one meeting. We were asked to give a little bit of information about Arkansas 250. What we found is a city as engaged, excited, enthusiastic, and as deep into the planning stages as Saline County. And I left extremely excited. They have so many things planned that they literally made Jan and I raise our right hands and agree to an NDA for their plans. They do not want their individual plans getting out to the rest of the state. And they've got, it's ambitious, it's big, and it's going to make everyone in this room very proud. I guarantee it. I can't wait. They're excited. Gave Jan and I think, some excitement in return. On October,
just primarily the city of Searcy, or is this
it's a little bit bigger than the city of Searcy. Okay. I think it's getting out into White County. Okay. But the involvement, the different groups that are involved in their event, it's going to be something else. Of all the places in the state, I'm trying to decide where I want to spend my personal time. It's going to be pretty hard to keep me away from Searcy. Yeah, very cool. It's good. October 8th, Marty Ryle, Jen Zimmerman, Mayor McCormick, Colonel Beeson, Colonel Lynch, and I met with a hub of Mountain Home, and they sponsor the annual Red, White, and Blue Festival. That festival is going to be a coordinated event with Arkansas 250. I think they really didn't know what to expect, and neither did we when we went into Mountain Home, but we left with a new level of cooperation and excitement. So that was great. So back to our big announcement. When we were meeting at Oakland, talking to Hot Springs, we came up with the brainstorm idea that we just immediately put into place to have the first flag raising of the first Arkansas 250 flag in the state of Arkansas at Oakland. And it was discussed at the meeting to have it on January 1. We may need to revisit that. It may have to be January 2nd because we'd like for the governor to be the one to pull the rope to actually hoist the flag. And she is not going to be available on the 1st, but we'll be on the 2nd. So we'll get all that coordinated. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be very special. It's going to put a lot of eyes on Arkansas 250. It's the perfect time to kick it off and get everything started. So all things 250 will start right at the first of the year with the flag raising and we'll provide the flag. So Jane's already got it ordered.
Yeah, I think we've got an update. Are you gonna update?
Yeah, I got a flag up there.
Flag update at some point today.
We are compiling a list of ideas and specific events within each celebration for each community to use as best practices or ideas or an idea hub. Some communities are doing street naming. Some are doing picnics, choir performances, potlucks, like you already mentioned, are already in the planning phases. Multi-day celebrations, the list goes on, and we need to make sure that no community leaves anything left on the table. Some of the best ideas are those that are completely stolen and robbed. So I'll share anyone's unless they've made me raise my right hand and swear not to tell. And we're going to come back to this in just a moment. But on October 6th, I visited with Turkey Hill, which is the manufacturing component of Yarnell ice cream. And tomorrow they are going to visit the CEOs of each company and consider bringing back the red, white, and blue ice cream.
Oh, good.
The gentleman I spoke with, which was Alex Bell, has been around long enough that he remembers the original red, white, and blue ice cream. Said they had some in their freezer left for quite a while, and they fed themselves on it for a while after that. He remembers it very well. And if it made enough of an impact to a 6-year-old that I can remember it heading into the retirement years, then maybe it can make an impact on another generation. Of course, they've got to decide, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it going to be economically beneficial for them? They have a lot to weigh out, but we're being considered, we're being thought about, and I consider that a win. Now the ball's in their court to see if it's going to move forward. On October 17th, Colonel Lynch and I, that's this Friday, are going to have a conversation in Camden with the Ouachita County Judge McAdoo to discuss a potential flyover to coordinate with the one in El Dorado. It would be, I think, hopefully easy to coordinate with. Just fly up and over. Who knows? Who knows? We'll talk to them. And of course, any of you guys, if you want to go down to Camden with us on Friday, you're more than welcome. October 23rd, we're asked to present to the Central Arkansas Planning and Development District. All of the outreach and events presenters were already booked solid that day. So Marty Ryle is going to carry the torch for us that day. And Whitney Bullerwell reached out. She may join you at that. So if anyone else wants to go there with Marty and Whitney, the more the merrier. On October 27th through October 30th, Jen Zimmerman and I are going to be setting up a booth again. This time at the Arkansas Transportation Summit in Jonesboro. It'll be our 250 booth. Give away some candy and raise awareness. On December 4th, we have a community conversation coming up in Batesville. More details will be worked out between here and there. On December 11th, Ebony Mitchell and I will be attending the East Arkansas Planning and Development District to share and discuss Arkansas 250 with them. The one thing I needed to come back to was the list of best practices, and our communities have told us, and I think we can assemble this really quick and easy because you've got the talent on your staff that they can do it with their eyes closed, but they would like a toolbox page on our website for all the resources that we have to offer, for like a one-stop shop that they can go to for PSAs, audio and video, the logo, the vector file, all the things that they'll need to.
We actually have on the website Under partner resources, we've got PSAs, logos, pictures, and I think letterhead, like PowerPoint presentation, we have tons of stuff.
So is it all in one place?
It's all in one place, and when you go to our website, you'll click on the partner resources section.
Park search is great. Thank you, Daniel.
And I think I'm finally done.
Great work.
Busy.
Thank you.
I was gonna mention before I forget, is January 1st, we do a huge push for first day hikes. That could be an opportunity to think through also communities getting outside, and it's one of the governor's also kind of key initiatives. So that might be something that we brand, and we'll work with state parks on branding for 250. But obviously we push people to state parks, but really any park. It really is just about getting people outside to start the new year. So that could be a play.
The concept is like start the new year on the right foot, get outside, be active, but we can definitely weave in this 250 story, and if we're going to have this event on the 2nd as well. So I don't know if we can do a flyover at Oak Lawn with the horses.
We discussed that, and we don't think that's
May
impossible.
not be the best. Yeah.
How about a glider?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that would be a great opportunity to do it, but it might not be the best with the horses. So we got to be mindful of that. But that could be a cool day to be there. So
Maybe in coordination with 250, maybe we can lose like 25 pounds.
And I was trying to keep up with some notes here. December 11th, where did you say on December 11th you would be?
Sorry.
I missed out.
River Planning Development?
East Arkansas.
Eastern Arkansas.
East, okay.
And we'll be back. I forgot to put this on there, the week before that, the White River Planning and Development.
Yeah, I think, Central Arkansas, I didn't get the White River yet. What day was that, the White River?
Let me look.
Oh, okay, well,
I forgot to
no,
write it.
I'm just trying to keep up with these. These are great.
A lot going on. We've been a
Yeah,
busy
you have
bunch.
been, thank
I've been very busy.
It is also on the 4th.
Oh,
And
okay.
we
The day of
have
Batesville.
something-
Oh, well, that makes sense.
It's
Batesville
more.
White River. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I was going to see if I was going to be maybe available December 4th.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't worry about anything. Hang on.
Right, well, December 4th might work for me, so I'll save a few of those dates too. All right, let's move over to the Finance Committee. Oh, yes, sir.
I forgot to discuss your event, Sherry. Would you like to tell them about the momentary?
Which one? Oh, on the 13th? That's
Yes.
Valerie. That originated from Valerie. And I would
I
be
thought you were going to
glad.
fly everyone there with a stop off in Hawaii.
We are. That's the whole point. Our plane's available. The meeting is at 10. So I'm gonna check and see what time we need to leave, but we'll leave from North Little Rock FBO. And we can seat 10 people.
Perfect.
So as soon as I
I'll
find out
check.
the time, I will let you all know. I need to know who would like to go.
I'm gonna be in Florida that whole week. I'm gonna miss the
And what,
unveiling.
I'm sorry, what's the event on November 13th?
That's going to Bentonville
To
for
visit with the people at
Visit with-
momentary / Christmas.
Roundtable?
momentary Crystal Bridges.
Oh, okay.
Just like the one at Oklahoma, all those.
It's just it's a long drive, and it would just be nice just to get up there and have our meeting, get back. I'm leaving for Charlotte the next day. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm down. You don't have to tell me.
That's right. Count Ebony for sure, and then.
Ebony's definitely.
And we'll check our calendars for
Please
the
do.
others too.
You know,
Privileged to go to.
That mountain phone trip was awful.
3 hours up, 3 hours back.
Yeah,
I think it'd
Does
be
that-
nice to have like a 30-minute flight.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
It's very nice of you to offer.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I guess Bill was feeling sorry for me. Because he said, get all your friends and y'all fly. No, not really. He just knows how much I'm enjoying this committee and how much I've enjoyed meeting all of you.
It's nice. All right, let's shift gears. Tanya couldn't be here today, not feeling well, so Marty's got an update.
So Finance Committee, we have $90,000 in the account. We did receive $5,000 from Sissy's Log Cabin to go toward the flags. So
Thank
Sherry,
you.
thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And we continue to work to try to find some additional sponsors. At the April commission meeting, we approved up to $50,000 to be used for the purchase of flags. Jan has been working with Flag and Banner here in Little Rock, and we currently have an invoice for an order of 1,500 flags. The total for that is $44,250. That's $29.50 a flag. So there's no objection, and we'll place that order and come in under what we budgeted. And then we'll have our flags ready to go when we get ready for county courthouses, every city, municipality. And then we'll see where we can go from there with the rest of the allotment. But anyway, that'll give us 1,500 flags to give out.
Does that include tax?
Yeah, that's the whole amount.
Okay, so that actually puts us over bid limit. Are we okay?
So this will be purchased through the nonprofit,
Yeah, the foundation, yeah.
through the foundation.
Perfect.
Yep, so, and we'll have to double check, they may be tax exempt.
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure if they are or not, but we'll have to double check them. That's a good thought, though, just to make sure we're doing things the right way.
Yeah.
Too, so. Yeah. Which is great, and that number of flags exceeds what we originally, we wanted to make sure that counties and city municipalities had them, but this will help us really even go.
oh wait, I'm glad you just said that. I'm looking at the invoice here. So, yeah, the order is 44,250. Freight is 857 roughly. Sales tax 3,890. So the total is $48,997.36
Okay,
is the total.
gotcha, but we have 50,000 budget.
50,000 we approved for this at the April meeting. So we're still
there.
there.
All right, and
Isaac, I think, has education.
I was just gonna mention, Anthony had put us in contact with someone who is also a potential partner. We're gonna be meeting with them in the next couple of weeks too, so hopefully that'll continue. Marty and I met with Tyson, and they're interested. They're kind of waiting to hear about the event that we're gonna hopefully be sponsoring and leading, and once they hear the details of what that event is gonna be, they're interested. They were kind of interested in sort of the in-kind donation of perhaps food or being the food sponsor for the event or something associated with that, but they had some different ideas.
And also Walmart, their commitment was 100,000 and it's staggered, initially 25, then 50, which we got, and then first year, another 25. So we have that on the horizon as well.
Great.
So Ebony, yeah, thank you for that other point of contact. That's,
Americans for Prosperity.
yeah, so that's good. Yep, another potential partner there for us. So, all right, education. And you said
Yep.
I'm solo today.
solo today.
Yeah.
We just wanted to give a quick little update on what we did for October. And our focus for October is Foundations of Arkansas. So we focused a lot on the early explorers and the indigenous people of Arkansas.
And Isaac, remind me your last name again.
Cross.
Cross.
And so we focused on the indigenous people and early explorers of Arkansas, and so lots of connections to heritage sites also. A lot of our resources encourage students to go out to those, like the Plum Bayou and the Parkin Archaeological State Parks, and so resources there. A couple of new things on the Compass. We started a monthly educator roundtable, and this is where our team is meeting with educators for an hour, 3 times a month, just to tell them about the resources, how to use them in their classrooms, and provide some additional support to educators. School personnel. So that's a new thing we're going to do every month. Our state ornament project is growing really fast. We've got, I think, 140 school districts in the state are participating in the program. So, and that's growing every day. Each day we get more schools participating, and some absolutely amazing designs have been submitted. I mean, some of them, next commission meeting, we'll have to show you all some of those pictures because they're quite amazing what the students are creating for their local communities. So we're excited about that. And then the last thing is the passport, really, that is going, and it should be out next month. And with an initial printing, I think of at least 10,000 copies will be sent to students, possibly 15,000. So that's a good opportunity for students to connect to those historical sites and heritage sites of Arkansas. And so we're excited about that to get out to.
Isaac, would it be possible to find a couple of schools that are really active in the curriculum that we could do some social media with, or if you could just provide us some names, our team could work on that to get some production going to help show what the impact that this is having.
Absolutely. I know one off the top of my head. Now, I have a connection to them, Ashton Public Schools. My mother is doing a lot with A250, partly because I'm making her, I keep calling her. So they do like twice a month on 2 Fridays a month, they do a big A250 lesson in their 2nd grade classrooms. And they've done a lot of work, and they've posted on their district Facebook pages as well. So, and there's some other schools. I'll get with Amber and we'll start collecting some lists for y'all.
Just a few schools that, maybe in different parts of the state would be really helpful. And we can go out and get some media from them on what they're doing.
And we did have a press release also. The Department of Ed released a press release talking about the resources as well. So that the name, the information is getting out there to teachers. And so the more, as I call districts about the state ornament, more and more teachers and principals are like, oh yeah, we know about the initiatives. So
great.
Good. That's really all I've got. A pretty quick update for this month.
Sure.
Thank you, Isaac.
Any questions for Isaac?
They weren't able to be here this meeting, but the Clinton Center wanted to visit with you all, and Museum of Fine Arts, they're trying to create an America 250 field trip that they want to do and make that available for students to visit. I can connect you with them. Okay.
Yeah. Suzanne, while you're mentioning it, do you want to just mention your meeting with the Clinton Center?
Yes, so the Clinton Center is planning a whole year of events associated with America 250 and are working with National Archives on an exhibit. I think that it's not final, and we'll let them kind of talk about it, but they're ideating on an exhibit called Making Amends, which was focused on the amendments of the Constitution. And so they will be partnering, like I said, with Museum of Fine Arts, who is also going to be doing an America 250 exhibit. And so we've invited them to come in December to present on what they're doing, because I do think they're working through exactly what that looks like with National Archives. But it's a great opportunity. They're thinking about like public speakers that can come in, working. They have a cohort of all the presidential libraries that they're all thinking about what everyone's going to be doing to make sure it's interesting and that it all is unique. But it could be a really great opportunity as we start to think about bringing people in to be cultural tourists, what those opportunities are. We also talked about the idea of something along the lines of the cultural corridor, and perhaps looking for dates in which we close down city streets that connect the Clinton Center to the Old State House, to Historic Arkansas Museum, Valley, Arkansas, the Rep, all the way down to SOMA and the Art Center, and how we could create open streets on certain days where we're inviting people to celebrate all of the different 250 exhibits that are going to be happening. So it really could be a neat collaboration of all things ADPHD and the work that our team does, whether that's Main Street or tourism or a museum. So I look forward to them kind of joining the conversation. And I think Kathleen will join us again. The government shutdown has impacted her ability to participate, but I think she's trying to join back when that is happening, because they have different, I know she has been involved, they have different activities that they have going on. So
some of we had to sign an NDA as well, Judge James, after meeting with them. But some of the artifacts that they're talking about bringing in, nationally significant artifacts. So I think with what Crystal Bridges is talking about doing up in the Northwest, to what we're going to have here in Little Rock, to what Marty's team is working on at the Old State House, that idea of this corridor could really be a cool weekend or week, however time period that to be able to walk from the Clinton Center down to the Old State House, over to Historic Arkansas Museum, to Mosaic Templars, kind of coming up with some concepts there. But we got a preview of the exhibit. The goal for the exhibit is to be open March 1st. We're hoping maybe kind of the grand opening associated with that around the Governor's Conference for Tourism, or preview during that time period. But we got a preview yesterday of the work that's going on to that. We'll also have that updated either at November's meeting or December to give you an idea of the concepts coming together. But really, really neat, all revolving around, and you're on the committee for it as well, for the state mod. Oh, I thought you were, maybe you're not.
Well, your curator.
Your curator is, yeah.
You have the brains of our outfit on this committee.
That are coming together for it, all revolving around the historic state mottos that we've had. So it's going to be really neat.